Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claims that victory over Hamas is close. This as Israel mulls over its ground incursion into the cramped Rafah territory that is sheltering over 1 million people. In our next report, we break down how Israel risks losing allies if it continues with its Gaza strategy.
There is commotion every day in Tel Aviv. Thousands choke public squares. They gather outside Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's residence, his office, and with one demand: bring the hostages back. It has been almost 6 months since the deadly October 7th attack, and over 100 people remain in Hamas's captivity.
Netanyahu, this is your responsibility to bring them back. 134 people are still there. Most of them are alive. It's about time to save them. They are dying over there.
Scared for the lives of their loved ones, these people continue to call for a hostage deal. Publicly, Israeli officials claim to be working towards a deal, even as Netanyahu and his cabinet continue to push for a Rafah ground invasion.
Victory is within reach. It's a few weeks away. Now we are told, this is it, last point. Now we are told, you can't do this. If you go into Rafah, you're going to have a humanitarian catastrophe. You're going to have, 30,000 civilian dead. Okay. That's not true. That is simply not true.
Netanyahu has downplayed global concerns over the Rafah plan. He says Israel will achieve its mission of completely eliminating Hamas. But despite Netanyahu's rock-solid conviction, some Israeli officials feel Hamas cannot be completely destroyed. This week, British publication The Telegraph ran a report. It said Israel believes it has dismantled Hamas's main command center in central and north Gaza. However, pockets of guerrilla resistance remain. Senior officials also told the publication that 4 out of the original 24 Hamas battalions remain completely untouched after fleeing to safety in Rafah. Israel believes it may be too late to find and destroy them after the US, quote-unquote, turned its back on Israel. The war has been a thorn in the US-Israel relationship. Joe Biden and Netanyahu have been speaking in divergent tones. President Biden was heckled by pro-Palestine demonstrators during a fundraiser. His response was unexpected. He said the protesters had a point.
They have a point. We need to get a lot more care into Gaza.
The rift between the two close allies is widening because the US wants a ceasefire to protect civilians. Hostage and ceasefire negotiations between Israel and Hamas are deadlocked, but they remain ongoing. That is the assessment put forward by those in the know after Hamas rejected a proposal put forward by CIA Director Bill Burns. There has been growing pressure on Israel to agree to an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. More than 32,000 people have been killed, and a far greater number injured in the conflict.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.